Hello all, welcome to Paritranaya. In this class, we shall discuss about another very important economics related topic, that is forex reserves or foreign exchange reserves. So what are these foreign exchange reserves? So foreign exchange reserves indicates exchange of currencies. So rupee has to be exchanged with a dollar, rupee has to be exchanged with a yen, rupee has to be exchanged with a euro. So these exchanges, we call it as foreign exchanges and foreign exchange reserves. So when we say foreign exchange reserves, it means already in India we have rupees, we have sufficient quantity of rupees. But what we want to build the reserves of other currencies. We want to build the reserves of dollars, we want to build the reserves of yen, Japanese yen, we want to build the reserves of euro, European euro. Next question that arises, why do you want to build the reserves of other countries? So afterwards we shall discuss about which are the various reserves present, but first we shall understand the need to have the various reserves, reserves of the currencies of other countries. So if you look at this example, so here we have India, and as an example I have taken China and I have taken South Africa. So we know that we do trade with other countries. So here we do trade with many countries of the world, but as an example I have taken only China and South Africa. And with China I have indicated only about import. So even though it's China, we do both import as well as export, but just in order to make our discussions easier, I have taken that imports from China. So what we are importing? We are importing mobile from China. We are importing mobile from China, and similarly we are exporting to South Africa. We are exporting something to South Africa. So here we are ignoring the things which we are importing from South Africa. We are only focusing on the exports. So here in these two examples, from China we are importing, and to South Africa we are exporting. So whenever we are importing, so we have to pay China in terms of dollars. So apart from the dollars, we can also use the other currencies as well. But in order to make our discussions easier, I have taken only dollars. USA dollars. So when I import a mobile, I will pay China in terms of dollars. So let us assume I will pay some $100. Let us assume I will pay $100. Now let us, in this case, when I export to Africa, I will earn dollars. Okay, I will earn dollars, because when Africa pays me, it will again pay me in terms of dollars. So let us assume I have exported some quantity of wheat and I have earned $50. I have earned $50. Okay, $50. So let us, for time being, ignore about all export and import. Okay, let us ignore about all export and import. So from here we understood that we have got $50 and we have to pay $100. We have to pay $100. Here, by taking these $50 which we have got from South Africa, I can pay it to China. But whatever these $50 are there, they are not sufficient, because to China I am supposed to pay $100, but I have only $50 with me. So similarly, sometimes a situation will arise wherein whatever the exports we are doing, with the help of exports, whatever the dollars we are earning, so it will not be sufficient to pay for the imports. At that time we need dollars. So what are the other alternatives available? So the alternatives available in this scenario is India will purchase the dollars in the open market. In the open market, there will be few people or few registered entities who will be selling the dollars. Okay, who will be selling the dollars. So in this open market, India will have to purchase the dollars. So India means, on behalf of India, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, what it will do? It will purchase the dollars. So here it will give rupees and it will take dollars. So now whatever the dollars the RBI has, so now that dollar can be used to pay China. So this is one scenario wherein we require foreign currencies. And if there are no sufficient exports, then we have to borrow the dollar from the open market. But here we have one challenge. What is that? In the open market, if dollars are sufficiently available, then we'll get the dollar at a cheaper rate. But if the dollars are not sufficiently available, then there will be a lot of demand for the dollars, and dollars will become costlier. At that time, when you purchase dollars from the open market, then the dollars become very costly. So whatever the items you have imported, so it means you are paying more money for the imports. Okay, you are paying more money for the imports. That is why majority of the times, whatever we are importing, so it has to be ideally paid from the amount which you have earned from exports. But practically it is not possible, because we export less and import more. So definitely then we have to go for purchasing the dollars in the open market. You have to go for the purchase of the dollars in the open market. So that is why when we are purchasing the dollars in the open market, rather than going to the open market at a time of need, what we'll do, we'll try to purchase the dollars in the open market when the dollars are available at a cheaper rate. When the dollars are available at a cheaper rate, so whether we need it or not, we'll just purchase them. We'll just purchase them and keep them, okay, and go on building the reserves. So those reserves, we call them as what? Those reserves we call them as forex reserves. Okay, so we'll build the what? Reserves of dollars. Why? Because at the time of need, if you start purchasing dollars, then the dollars demand might increase and they may become costly. That is why when dollars are available at a cheaper rate, we'll what? Go into the market and purchase the dollars, and we'll start building the reserves. So whenever there is a need, whenever there is a shortage of dollars for the items which we have imported, then what we'll do, we'll take out the amount from the reserves and pay for the imports. So this is one scenario wherein we require foreign currency, especially dollar. Let us look into another scenario. This is another scenario. So what is here? So a person from India. So let us say person 1, he wants to go to USA. So when he wants to go to USA, then he requires dollars, because in USA he cannot spend rupees. So he has to take dollars along with him. So before going to USA, what he will do? He'll go to RBI and he'll purchase dollars. So he'll go to RBI. So he'll give rupees to RBI and he'll purchase dollars, and based on these dollars, he'll go to USA. By taking these dollars, person 1 will go to USA. Now, when person 1 comes to RBI for purchasing of dollars, so the dollars, if he purchases from RBI, then he'll get the dollars at a cheaper rate. Now, instead of RBI, if he goes to open market and if there is a lot of demand for the dollars, then he has to pay a lot of rupees in order to get the dollars. But rather than going to the open market, he'll go to RBI. So here what happens? RBI will give him the dollars at a very cheaper rate. Okay, for lesser amount of rupees, he'll get sufficient amount of dollars. Okay, why it is possible? Because RBI has already maintained the reserves. Because of the maintenance of the reserves, now this person is getting dollars at cheaper rate, and because of that he is able to go to USA easily with lesser rupee. Okay, with lesser amount of rupees. So this is the second scenario. Next, one more third scenario wherein we require foreign exchange reserves. Now this is a scenario wherein there is an investor. So let us assume the investor is from Japan. Now all the investors, they are interested in profit. Okay, profit. And what is the relationship between profit and interest rate? Whenever interest rate is high, there will get more profit. So let us consider the banking domain as an example. So I have taken 3 countries: India, Russia, and UK. Let us assume there are banks in India, Russia, as well as UK. Now if the rate of interest is more in India, then the person who invests in India will get more profit. But here I have indicated as an example rate of interest here. 6% is the rate of interest in India, 7% is the rate of interest in Russia, and 7% is the rate of interest in UK. And these rates, they go on changing based upon the policies of the central bank. So in India, especially Reserve Bank of India. Now a person from Japan has invested in Indian bank. He has deposited some amount, so looking for a profit. But after investing, after few days, the interest rates in Russia and UK are increased. Okay, compared to India, if in India it is 6%, then in Russia and UK it is 7%. So obviously the person who has deposited in Indian bank, he will understand that if I go to Russia and UK, I will get more profit. So what he will do? He'll try to withdraw the amount from Indian bank. So while depositing, he had deposited in the form of dollars. He cannot bring what Indian rupees, so he will deposit in the form of dollars. So when he is withdrawing back, automatically again dollars will come to him. So it means when a person is withdrawing the amount from Indian banks in the form of dollars, India will be losing dollars. But here already using the dollars, Indian bank had given this dollars for some trade purposes and some what exchange related things, what we discussed. Okay, what we discussed. So all of a sudden, if this person, if he starts asking for his dollar, then what happens? There will be a pressure on India. So if it has to pay back the dollar, then what it has to do? It has to purchase the dollars in the open market if it does not have. Again, if you go for an open market, if the dollars are costly, then it will be what? It will have a negative impact on Indian economy. So that is why in such scenario, to address such situations, what RBI will do? RBI will maintain the reserves. So whenever such a situation will arise, so we'll easily pay back the person who has invested in India. So Japanese person. So in spite of paying him back, we will not face any kind of trouble because we have already maintained sufficient reserves. Sufficient reserves. So from these three examples, we understand that we need to have sufficient foreign currencies in order to handle these difficult situations. Okay, in order to handle these difficult situations. So what are those difficult situations? So one is when we face the problem with respect to external trade, that is when we want to pay for the imports. Next is foreign exchange market. When a person from India is going to USA, he needs to have sufficient dollar. So in such scenario also foreign exchange reserves will help. Similarly, it acts as a cushion against rupee volatility. So as we saw the example of a Japanese investor, if he is trying to withdraw from the Indian banks, then at that time rupee should not become weak. Rupee should not depreciate against the value, against the dollar. So in that scenario also, we can use the amount reserves which are present in the foreign exchange reserves. So from these multiple perspectives, foreign exchange reserves helps our economy. The maintenance of foreign exchange reserves benefits us. Okay, benefits us. Now from the exam point of view, what are the points that we have to remember? So we have to remember that foreign exchange reserves are managed by RBI. Okay, RBI. So as we discussed, who accumulates or who purchases the foreign exchange reserves? RBI. RBI accumulates the currency reserves by purchasing from authorized dealers in open market operations. So as we discussed, so in open market operations, it will intervene, and whenever the dollars are available at a cheaper rate, it will start building the reserves. Okay, it will start purchasing the dollars. So this will facilitate external trade as discussed and payment, and also promote foreign exchange market, and also it acts as a cushion against rupee volatility. Okay, and global interest rates. So as we discussed with the help of an example. Now another point which the UPSC might focus is which are the acts regulating the foreign exchange reserves in India. So if it asks such kind of questions, then we should be aware that RBI Act and Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999. So these are the legal provisions for governing the foreign exchange reserves in India. So even these points are important. RBI Act and Foreign Exchange Management Act. Next, apart from that, UPSC also focuses on components of forex reserves. So in order to make our discussions easier, I took only dollar as an example. But dollar is not the only reserve currency. There are also other reserve currencies. For example, it may be Chinese renminbi or Japanese yen, European euro. So all these are reserve currencies. So similarly, it maintains not only of dollar but also of other currencies. So all those currencies together, we call it as foreign currency asset. So this is one component of forex reserves. Another component is gold. So gold also can be exchanged in the international market. So it also forms part of foreign exchange reserves. Next, reserve tranche position in IMF. Here you do not go into details of what exactly is reserve tranche position, because we need to know the demand of the examination. So the demand of the examination says that don't go deeper into these aspects. Only understand that reserve tranche position is a term associated with IMF, and reserve tranche position is a component of foreign exchange reserve. That much is sufficient. Next, special drawing rights. So this is also one of the component of foreign exchange reserves or forex reserves. Now sometimes they will ask you about which among the following is a component of forex reserve. Some other time they may focus the question like this. They may ask you, they may give you the components, and they may ask you which among the following components of forex reserves has the highest weightage or highest contribution. So already I have listed them in high to low. So among the four components, the highest component is of foreign currency assets, followed by gold. So even this information is important. So in the upcoming year, if questions are being framed in that fashion, so the content which we have will also help us to address such kind of questions as well. So these are the components of forex reserves. Similarly, when it comes to special drawing rights, so also we need to know about the special drawing rights. So again, special drawing rights is related to IMF, International Monetary Fund. So this special drawing rights, it is like a currency, but its value is based on the basket of 5 currencies. Okay. So don't go again detailed into the detailed aspects of what exactly is SDR and all. It does not, it is not that much important from exam point of view. So maximum the UPSC will focus is, so SDR is associated with IMF, and second is which are the currencies involved as part of SDR. So we need to understand that the currencies of US dollar, euro, Chinese renminbi, Japanese yen, and British pound sterling. So these are the currencies associated with SDR. So sometimes in order to confuse us, it may give us some other currency. For example, it may say whether Russian ruble is part of the SDR. No, Russian ruble is not part of the SDR currencies. So if such kind of questions are asked, even those can be tackled. So in this class, we discussed about foreign exchange reserves. So why foreign exchange reserves are required? What are the components of foreign exchange reserves? And also specifically, we saw about the currencies which are part of the special drawing rights. So all this information is important from both prelims as well as mains point of view. So this was about foreign exchange reserves. Similarly, in the upcoming classes, we will be discussing about the other important topics related to UPSC in general and economics in particular. So for all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon. Thank you.